One of the tools that's in your college account, here I'm logged into my college account, is here on this menu next to your icon profile image. Down the list you'll see something called NotebookLM. NotebookLM is a system for organizing documents that you work with. You can see here I'm in NotebookLM. I'm going to create a new notebook to show you how you build a notebook. You can create audio and video overviews from your documents. You can do other things. You can drag and drop files. I'm going to put this away for a moment. There's 3 panels in NotebookLM. I'm going to give it a title. I'm going to call it maybe my statistics course up here. For sources, you can add all sorts of sources to this. Sources can include websites, documents from your own Google Drive, text that you've copied, or you can upload files. I'm going to go ahead and add a group of sources that are my chapters from my textbook. I'm going to copy them, and I'm just going to drop them in here. I'm going to do websites, paste any links. There's all my links. They're each on their own new line. Insert. And now it will pick these guys up and load them into this. I've now got 14 sources, and I can add any sort of sources I want to that help me understand the course, the subject. I can add favorite YouTube videos. I can add PDFs. I can add all sorts of things. But what I've done is added in my whole textbook, every single chapter. Over here, the middle panel is a chat window where you can ask questions of the text. So if you want to know something like how do I calculate the median, because maybe I forgot how to do that, it'll explore the material that you've put in it. This is an AI system, but it's going to look only at the sources that you've put in it. It's not going to go out and search the whole internet. And now I can see that it's given me the definition, and it's given me some key characteristics, and it's showing me the spreadsheet calculation I need to use to get that result. And so it is giving me both examples from the text, and it's giving me the formula that's given in the text. Now there are tools over on the right, and there are a lot of different tools that you can explore. This is called Studio. It has new features all the time. You'll find this really useful in a number of different applications as you study for your courses, not just statistics. You can have it build flashcards based on your sources. You can have it build a quiz based on the sources that you placed in it. It'll generate reports. It will make videos. It'll create audio AI podcasts about the material, which will be saved down below. So, for example, maybe I'm having trouble understanding how the concepts link together. I'm going to go ahead and go to the top, and I'm going to uncheck all the boxes. Maybe I'm having trouble understanding the concepts in Chapter 2. A little hard to see all of this here, but I can stretch it out. There's Chapter 2. I want to see how these concepts are connected together along with the concepts of Chapter 1 and 2. I want to get a map of them. So I'm going to go to Mind Map over here, and these will be those 2 sources. I'll generate it. I've already checked my sources over here, and it's generating a mind map based on 2 sources. Let me stretch that out some. Probably need some space, and this will take some time depending on what you've told it to do. But there's my mind map. Click on it, and it's got a map showing me the overall topic, introductory statistics, and these are some of the concepts that were covered in the book. measures of spread, one of the areas, measures of central tendency. And if I click on the arrows, it'll expand it out and show me measures of spread. Or if I click here, it will show, let me put those back. If I click here, it'll show me the measures of central tendency. So it'll organize the ideas into a map automatically based on the material that you've given it on that side. I'll put that viewer away. That'll stay there. I can go back and look at it at any time I want to. I can have it make flashcards. Maybe I want flash. I'm having trouble with the ideas in chapter 1. I can tell it build me some flashcards. I'll leave it as standard default, generate some flashcards, and it will quiz me on the material in chapter 1, based or whatever I've selected on the left side of the screen. That'll take some time as usual. It is an AI system under the hood. This is part of Google Workspace for Education. They said it's available up here under the Google Apps menu. You'll see this menu in your Drive and in your Gmail, your college Gmail. You'll also see this. The flashcards are done. I click on the flashcards. What is a complete term for everything? Well, that will be the population. Alright, that's the population. And so it's just giving me little flashcards to go through, and if I want, I can see the answer. Alright, I can get an explanation. A sample, what is a sample in the context of statistical research? I'm not sure. It's a part of the population. And so little flashcards that can help you learn the material. As I said, depending on how deeply you want to go into it, you can create a podcast that will talk about the material. And you can create slide decks, these video overviews of the material, create data tables of the material, all kinds of things. Explore it, click around, they'll be saved down here. I'll jump back out for a minute and go to this is one I've done before. And here you can see, for example, there's a podcast down here covering some of the chapters that are in this particular notebook. You can create as many notebooks as you want, at least as far as I know you can. I haven't hit a limit myself, but I haven't created a whole lot. And so you can play a podcast, listen to it, things like that. So from this menu, you can get to any of your notebooks. You can organize notebooks by courses, for example, put stuff together. It'll do all kinds of things. It's a way to organize material. It's a way to organize yourself when you're working on different sources for maybe some kind of research paper. It'll pull your material together and allow you to do different things to help you learn the material and master the material. All available down here under your workspace notebook. There's your notebook there. So that's all underneath this same menu from which you can get to your Gmail, your Drive, all the different things you might want to get to in your workspace. So do explore this. I'll get a copy of the links that I used to load it. Those are links to every chapter, and so that lets you load the notebook chapter by chapter. But you can, as I noted, you can always add more material. You might do a search for websites or YouTube URLs. You could search. You could say, well, I want to know more about p-values, and you can run a search, and it will then search. This will search the internet for sites that you can then add to your sources. And so it's doing a search. We can now view those. And I can add them. I probably don't want all of them, so I'll turn it off. And then you can go through and look for whether you want some of these or not, and import them into your notebook. So the stuff that you can import, and the different things that you can add to your Notebook LM are, there's just a wide variety of possibilities. You can pull stuff from your files. If your teacher sends you a file, you can upload that into it. It's a place to organize all of your course materials and analyze it and create things with it to help you learn the material. I hope this helps in some way. This is another piece of the AI world. Thanks for watching.